Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's live stream. It is that time. It's 2 o'clock, and thanks to Facebook, we're exactly on time. So we'll get started right now. I'm just checking all the little audio-visual things. Excellent. All right, Samuel, hang on. Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if you hear me, Samuel.
I hear you, sir.
Oh, no, just Brian. Samuel, so let me test your audio for a minute, and let me get rid of the banner out of our face, you guys. Hang on. Nope, go away. There you go. All right, you guys, can everybody hear Samuel? Samuel, chat for a second. Let's see if they can hear you okay.
Yeah.
I know that's the worst ever, right? I'm sorry.
My name is Samuel Jan, originally from Ghana, West Africa. I came to the US last year, 1st May. I got to the US 1st May 2019. So
May 2019, you moved from Ghana, which is in West Africa, to the US. Where'd you move, Samuel? What part of the US?
I'm in Maryland now. Gettysburg, Maryland.
Okay, very nice. I used to live in, my dad was in the military, and I lived in Laurel, Maryland, near Columbia, kind of outside of DC a little bit, in between DC and Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
No, very nice. Well, you guys, so Samuel was on a webinar with us the other day, and it was pretty cool. And I think he had expressed concern that he couldn't get clients because he has an accent, right? And his accent is, do I say Ghanaiese? What's the proper, how do I say it, Samuel? What would your accent be? Oh, say that again.
Ghanaian.
Yeah. So, so he was talking about, he was real concerned that speaking with a customer, he wouldn't be able to get a deal because there may be a language barrier, an accent barrier.
Yeah.
And my experience, honestly, has been that British, Asian, I've dealt with some in South Africa and in North Africa. I haven't met anybody else from Ghana, but what's cool is most people in the US tend to be, they listen more intently for some reason when you don't have an American accent. Like, ooh, who is this guy? It's like an air of mystery a little bit. But tell us more about about your business and what you're working on.
Yeah, I came to the US. I had done a little bit of internet marketing, but was not very successful, like affiliate marketing. Back home in Ghana, I was kind of dabbling, our place. Not many people are into this industry. So when you are in, it's like you are kind of a pioneer. People don't really believe you. Sometimes I'll be watching a lot of these guru videos. I buy some courses and I'll be listening to it, and they'll be mentioning big figures. And I was interested, but I did it for some time and I wasn't really successful. And I got to the point I didn't even want my wife to know that I was listening, because he was like, you every day you say this big money, but I never see any money, and I think you're wasting money and stuff like that. So sometimes I'll be listening, but I'll just put the earpiece in my head. I wouldn't like her to listen to what I was listening, because she's like, yeah, this is about time you leave it alone and concentrate on your printing business. I was into printing.
So you were in printing in Ghana. So like a print shop printing, or no?
Yeah, I do. I'm not actually a graphic designer, but when I get clients, I get people to design for me, then I go print for them, then I take my money. That's how I was living. So I was into the printing in industry, sometimes printing of calendars, brochures, and all those kind of things. But I became very interested in internet marketing, but it never really did work for me. But I could see some kind of light at the end of the tunnel that if I force it, I'll be able to succeed. But I was never able to. But I never left the industry. Then I saw the local marketing agency area, which I thought would be good, because then you are dealing with actual businesses, you are dealing with clients. So if you're able to do what they say you want to do for them, then it was good for me. But back home in Ghana, it wasn't working very well because in our part of the world, not many people go online to search for stuff. You know what I mean? It's like uh, we are a bit late when it comes to using the internet in looking for solutions, though it's coming up. But there were some businesses out there. All the things that people use are like social media, and people are like they're just playing. But I saw the other side of it when I saw the local marketing agency stuff. So when I came to the US, I'm living with my cousin, who is an Uber driver, and things were not very good even before this pandemic thing happened. But during COVID, it became even worse because then he couldn't really work things out. So I decided to be more serious about this thing, and I don't know how I met you, but I chanced on you. I chose one of these marketing emails. I don't particularly remember when, but I clicked on the link. Then I attended a webinar of yours together with Nick.
Oh, Nick Conti.
Yes.
Oh, he's a really nice guy. Matter of fact, if Nick's watching right now, I went home at lunch. Samuel, I went to work out this morning, and I went home after lunch, got cleaned up, and Nick had sent me a box of Hawaiian like coffee and I don't know, like all kind of like spices and stuff. So I just got it today. So Nick, if you're watching, thank you for sending that. That was really nice. So you were on the call that Nick and I did, and but at this point you had only really done affiliate marketing. You had focused in on, trying to earn a commission for reselling something online, and then you made the shift. What were you thinking from a marketing standpoint that you were going to do for the business owner? What was the first thing that came to your mind that you really connected with?
Yeah, when I saw the webinar, I could see that, yes, number one, you'll be dealing with like real businesses. In the internet marketing world, it's like, you are learning something and you are selling the same thing, which I thought it was a little bit in a gray area. But I felt like if you can use this internet marketing tools and systems to find clients for like real businesses, and you can push clients for them, and they can in turn reward you, that was good for me. Because remember, I'm coming from a background of something around sales, because I was getting clients for my printing businesses.
How did you get clients in Ghana for your printing business?
Yeah, you do the old man thing. You write proposals. You go seek clients by writing proposals and going to pitch, like going for a sales talk. So I talk to clients, then I tell them what to do. Usually it tries very well around November, ending of the year, because there's a lot of printing jobs at the end of the year for calendars and forecasts and all those sorts of things. So I was dealing with some few companies, and it was working out quite well for me. That was how I was living. But I could see that if you can do things on the internet, then you have a way to scale. You can do things very much. So when I came to the US, I didn't really also take it serious until this COVID thing came into being, and I was online watching things. Then I chanced on somebody's marketing email, clicked on it, and then I attended the webinar. Then I bought the product, which was a very low ticket product. I think it was around $27 or so. Then I bought the upsell too for local analyzer and reputation marketing.
Okay, the one we reputation product that Nick and Tom and David Sprague had done.
Yes.
Yeah, it's honestly one of the better local, like the lower cost products that I've seen in the last 10 years. It was a really good value for the money. So
yeah, remember, I didn't have money, so that price point was okay for me.
And the $27 was okay, but now I know one of the things that they did, if I had to guess, because I wasn't a part of this, but they then took all their buyers and maybe sold David's reputation software called Rep Kahuna. I wasn't on the call, but I suspect they did. So what did
Yeah,
you think of that when you
I
were on the
didn't buy
call?
the Rep Kahuna because I didn't have money at the time to buy it. But then you did another webinar with David, and on the call, yeah, you talked about Rep Kahuna, and I was very surprised that on the call you were like, yeah, we should get Rep Kahuna. You recommended that we should get Rep Kahuna, but then when it got to the time that you wanted to buy, David wanted to use your, I think your
Oh, my link. I
affiliate
told
link.
him not to. I told
They
him to
told
use
him not
Nick's
to,
or
and I
somebody.
was like, yeah, who is this guy?
No, you know what it is I'm not really promoting Rep Kahuna right now. But I use it. We have it. We use it a lot. But I knew Nick and Tom were. And they were in the middle of a promotion with David as part of this launch. And I thought the right thing to do would be, if anybody was interested, they could buy from Nick and Tom, because there'll be a time in the future maybe I promote Rep Kahuna, and then maybe, maybe they would do the same thing. I felt like the right thing to do at the time. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I think he was like, they should generate a link for you to earn the commission.
Yeah,
And
I
you're like,
remember this
yeah,
call now.
yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
remember it very
okay.
well.
Then I said, no, this man is a little bit different from those
Yeah.
I know.
Well,
So
I mean, at some point, you don't need, I would rather help somebody else. Hold on, Nikki's laughing at us over here. I'm going to show you. Hang on. Nikki, can I turn the camera far enough, or are you there? Nikki's in here and she's making fun of me. She's yeah, and you know what, Samuel, this is good. I got a lot of good comments. Bill Brown, it makes your accent with English sounds almost fresh. It's not British, it's not American. It's a very nice accent. And Doug's super active. He's in Illinois, and he said, look, accent sometimes is a really good disruptor, because people tend to tune out the person that they're talking to unless they're really interested. Now, what's interesting is, until they talk to you for a little bit, they have to pay more attention, I think, to you. They have to. They're either going to be really rude, or they're going to listen intently, because Don said it as well. Somebody has to listen, and then they get used to the accent, and then they're able to hear it okay. But for a little bit, they have to pay attention, and I think that's a good thing. I think it's a really good thing. So, have you got a client now? That's a reputation-based product, and that was on review response, I believe, is what David was talking about.
Yeah, I got the Rep Kahuna finally, and when I started, I started learning it and started putting them into practice. Then I sent out a marketing campaign, and I could see that people were engaging with it, but there was no conversion. Then I was like, if somebody is watching, I generated a report from the local analyzer of some businesses. I looked for the businesses myself, and I scanned the reports, and I put it in an email. I didn't even use Rep Kahuna. I sent it through Gmail.
You just sent them an email. You just sent them a direct email. You took the report. And how many do you think you sent out when you did that?
I think I sent about 12 or so.
All right. So you sent 12 out, 12 reports. Was there a certain kind of business or no?
Yeah, I sent it to, I looked for cosmetic surgeons.
Okay.
Around, and I sent it out. Then there wasn't a lot of response, but each day or two I would send another email from the emails that they give us. Sometimes I will just tweak it a little bit, and I will just send it. Then I decided to call, but then I was afraid, because when I got to the US, it's like, if I talk to people around, they don't seem to get me.
I get it. Trust me, I get it.
And I was also not like, I could understand what they are saying, but I have to listen with intent for some time to make meaning of what they are saying. So I asked my cousin if he has experienced that thing, because he has been in the US for 15 years, And he's like, yeah, when he came the first time, it was not good, but he's getting a little bit better. So I was concerned about it. It made my confidence go down a little bit, that maybe I should just let the automated system go. If I make the automated system go and I get a sale, fine. But then I couldn't wait because of this COVID thing, we were not in a very good financial position. So I felt like, yeah, I mean, the answer is always no if you don't ask. So I'll go ahead and just
so true.
and make some calls. But what I did was, okay, if people will not just understand me immediately, then what I can do is, what I did was, I made a PowerPoint presentation.
Okay.
I listened to the videos, the trainings, and I made up my own notes, and I did I think about 5 slide PowerPoint presentation of what reputation marketing is and how it can help a business and a company's assets online to rank up in the search engines and this Google optimization stuff and all, Google mapping and all those things. So I did the notes and made them in a slide form. Then I went on, I looked for Loom and I screencast myself in a video, like basically going through my own notes. So after creating the video, then I was just sending it to each one of these leads that I had already sent the emails to. And lo and behold,
so it was the same group of 12? You sent it to the same 12 again?
Yeah, at that point I had sent more.
Okay.
I had sent more. So when I did this PowerPoint presentation through Loom, then I recorded and just pushed it out to the same list, and I got some of them to respond to me, and I talked to some of them. I went to one doctor in a cosmetic surgeon in Annapolis.
Okay.
Then we sat there, we talked, and I started talking to him, and I didn't even feel like he couldn't just understand my accent at all. He was just intently listening to me, the information I've got for him. And I analyzed before I went there. When I got the call and I started engaging me online, I went back to his website and I started looking at the website, all the things I could go and talk about during the call with him. And it didn't even like sound like a presentation at all. At that point, it was like a conversation. I was just there telling him about the local analyzer, all the things that he needs to do to get his website out there and what needs to be done. And that was it.
So Samuel, so the first round was about 12. How many did you send the second time? How many emails did you send out?
I think on a daily basis, maybe on average, I send like about 10 emails.
So
like 10 different.
And you sent, and then you spoke to several doctors. Would you say 3 or 4 or more than that did you speak to?
As at today, I have 6 clients, 2 in the chiropractic niche, and the rest in the cosmetic surgeons. But I think going forward, I like to be in the cosmetic surgeon area more, because I feel like I've learned a little bit more about them, and I think if I stay focused in that one space, I'll be able. It's like picking a mountain to climb and climbing to the very apex of the mountain. It makes it a lot more easier. It makes you learn about the practice more, so you're able to speak their language. And once you are able to speak their language more, they tend to take you more serious. That is what I felt like.
So Samuel, there was a really good question from Bill Brown, and then I want to come back to what you just said about the clients. But Bill let me find my cursor. Bill wanted to know, have you ever thought about marketing to businesses in Ghana as you know, a citizen? You know, you're born and you're from Ghana, and now you're in the U.S. Do you think it would help you get clients in Ghana if you did it from an agency perspective, but you lived in Maryland? Or do you just want to focus on local businesses in your area in Maryland? Have you thought about going back to Ghana or other parts of West Africa, because there will be very little competition, is what I think he's thinking.
I think it was in my head again when I was there, but knowing what I know now, I don't think there is any boundaries at all to it. Back home, I think it will be very, very, very easy because practically nobody is doing it. So I think it will work very well again. I've actually penciled out some few companies I want to deal with back home in Ghana, knowing what I know now.
No, I like it because, see, you have a unique opportunity. I have two friends of mine, Alicia and Lorette Little. They live in Jamaica, and they do a lot of work with clients in Jamaica. They're from Florida originally, and now they live in Jamaica. And it's a completely different market because there's very few competitors, and they don't get the same dollar amounts. You know what I have to ask you? Everybody's asking me, and I'm going to ask you this: is would you share? So I'm going to write this down: pitch, offer, service. So what did you pitch to the various doctors? And it was what I know it was reputation, but what was the angle on the reputation?
I'm not sure if I understand you very well, but like basically what I learned in the training videos, I went to them when I generated the report on them with the local analyzer. It was like you could see the report was like just in their face, like a mirror of their company online. I told them that, like, see, this is what people, your customers and the potential customers are seeing on you online. These are the reviews that you are getting. You are not responding to some of your bad reviews and good reviews. There are things that you can do with your good reviews to help you even market more. I told them that, like, see, if you have a bad review online, it's not about the one who left the review. It's about people who are reading the review. So you have to respond to them. It is very necessary that you respond to them. It doesn't matter whether it's a good review or a bad review, you have to be on top of it and respond to them, because these are the things that people are seeing on you online. It's a mirror of your business online. And if your potential customers are reading this and you are not responding to your good reviews, you are not using it as a catalyst to push your business up, you are losing business. It's a bad review and you are not responding to it. People are looking at this and judging you online, so you have to respond to it. You are not on most of these authority websites that will bring traffic to you online. So it is very important that you are listed on the top authority sites online. So your business need to be out there. Some of your information on the internet are not congruent. Some of them are off because of that. You are not showing in the listings and the map, and they get it. Most of these people, they are not, excuse me to say, they are not stupid. They know that the internet is a very important tool. I asked the doctor, what the first doctor I went to, I asked him how he was getting clients, what are the things that he's been doing in the past to get clients and stuff like that. And he started mentioning all of them to me. And basically, it was like a search engines was one of the top places that he was getting clients. And I told him, if you had been on top of all these top authority sites, you could have been getting a lot more traffic. You would have been dominating the local search engine in your area, and that would mean a lot of traffic for you. You should have a system to generate reviews. So I put all of these things in a PowerPoint. So even before I went to him, because he had watched the video and I was explaining all the various things, he got it. So I felt like he was even sold way before I met him.
So Samuel, this is awesome. Now everybody wants to know, how much did you charge the chiropractor and the plastic surgeons? Was it the same for both? How did you decide what you charged them?
You know, I think I shortchanged myself the first time because I was.
That we all do.
Well, the first chiropractor that I went to, I charged him $697 for the service.
That was chiropractor or plastic or
No,
cosmetic?
cosmetic surgeon.
So
But then after that,
97 one time or monthly?
It was monthly.
And for the reputation, I'm thinking, did you do the service where you're responding to the reviews for all the reviews they get, or were you doing more of a blanket service to bring them more visibility and getting them on the top influencer sites, etc.? Was it a mix of getting the word out, getting them on the right sites, and monitoring the ongoing? I guess what I'm saying is, how did you fence in what you did for $697 when you said, Dr. Brian, I'm going to do this, and this to help fix the problem that you told them about with Local Analyzer? What were those couple things that you told them?
Yeah, I told them that I'll put them on all these authority sites. I'll just put them on like list them in all these authority sites. That I told him that like his website didn't have any capture mechanism at all on the site. I told him that if traffic is coming in from the search engines and things, he needs to have a way to capture the leads so that he can remarket to them after that, because if traffic is getting to his website and he has no capture mechanism, it is no good because he doesn't have any chance of because some of them will bounce. People, most of the traffic, they are not going to convert the first time, so he needs a way to remarket to them, to re-engage them. So he needs to put a capture mechanism on his website, which he was very excited about. He got it. So later on, I told him that we have a. Then I attended another webinar of yours that you talked about. No, I think later I got your instant reply, and within the instant reply, I saw
that's
that
probably why Nikki's the one who said, "Oh, you should talk to Samuel, Brian." And Nikki was on that call. Now I totally get it. Yeah, because now you can do follow up and lead nurture campaign for the cosmetic surgeon. Well, what I don't want to miss on is he moved to the United States in May of 2019, is what I heard, from Ghana in West Africa. And Samuel, when did you learn English? As a young like a boy, when you were like elementary school? When did you learn English?
Yeah, English is we are colonized by the British.
That's what I thought. So you learn it at a very early age, right?
Yeah,
so
from school.
Yeah, so you come here, and while you spoke English, you have an accent. You didn't really know anybody. You're living with your cousin who's an Uber driver. You basically went through this product. You attended some trainings. You took some of the outbound scripts. You just used your email account. You emailed 12, I think you said, and then you did a few more rounds of emails. Talked to some doctors, and then when you made the presentation, how did you have them pay you? Did they pay you credit card, check? What did you do to collect the money? That's always a good one when you're new, right?
I didn't have any systems online at all. It was later that I got an instant reply that I saw that you could take payments online. I know back in internet marketing, they have on ClickBank and things, the systems are there already. You have a way of taking credit card payments and stuff like that. But remember, I'm in the US here. I managed to have a bank account, but I don't have a social security and all that, so I could not.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah, okay.
That could not create the stuff. But later, I've gotten another partner, and I've coached him about it. The way I got success in it, he's happy and he's using his details, and we're setting up a business. and so we are creating that using his information for now. But when I went to the doctor, he paid me. The first day I got there and I spoke to him about it, and he didn't care where I was coming from, whether I will be able to live, and he just paid me cash.
I love it. Hey, cash is good. Cash is good. And for a cosmetic surgeon, that's little money for him.
Yeah.
Good feedback. Alan, who's in Canada, in Montreal, very inspiring, and I would totally agree. And Doug hit on something that I think we started to play out, is that local analyzer report really got the doctor's attention because it showed him gaps in where he can improve. Or she, in that, depending. And somebody said, and I don't know who this is, rep management to improve online presence and brand awareness and providing a path for new reviews. So that's in essence what you're offering. You charge $697. You now have, how do I get this back up? You have, I think this is kind of cool, 6 clients. Now, when did you start going after clients? When did you actually start this? Was it in the last 90 days? It hasn't been that long. It's a couple months, right?
No.
I love it. And I quote Doug here.
It was some few weeks after I bought the local analyzer, and I started, but I was kind of afraid, so I didn't really go out there until I got on the webinar when I bought the instant reply. But I had not gone through the trainings a lot. But
Nikki, come here. Nikki's coming over. Hold on, I'm bringing you help. So Nikki, Nikki's gonna get on, and we'll work with you, Samuel. Especially you taking your time. We have to buy Samuel dinner tonight for his wife. It's Friday, so we're gonna send you dinner for your time today, and you take your wife out so she knows that you're making it happen. And we want to help you.
Unfortunately, my wife is not here.
Oh no! Well, we buy you and your cousin dinner. Yeah, we buy you and your cousin. But Nikki will help you. We'll do some one-on-one and help get you started and make sure you're moving okay.
Yes.
And we'd love to help you. Nikki's got a whole team that right now most of them aren't in the office, but we do Zoom calls every morning, so every day. So we could do like a video call, and we'll help get you fired up. Listen to this. Bill said, I would love for you to say something inspirational in Ghanaian. In your native language. And he says, I don't get to hear much Ghanaian here in Connecticut where Bill lives.
Okay. So I should say it in my native language?
Yeah, say it in your native. We'll do it for Bill because everybody's so excited and so inspired. I can't think of a better way to kind of wrap up on the time we spent. And I think it's such a good idea from Bill. So, yeah, give it to us. So let us learn. We'll learn Ghanaian.
Okay. The ambassador make a clear in your name. I don't say. I did be our year, no. So, Nayan and your day. So, if there be anyone man start, Oshasia, Unim, the Ohumina, and so cost so no, Usia, what did she say? No to Aquema. Dachi ebe yama ebe kosama yi. Basically,
tell us what it means. Yeah, teach us.
Basically, what I'm saying is that for everything that you do in the beginning, you not be an expert in it. But if you continue to put in the work and you continue to learn, the other person out there who doesn't know anything about it, it will seem like you are an expert. So you'll be a step above the person, and that is when, if you put in the dedication, you eventually going to get there.
I love it. This has got to be David Perkins. Yes. Is that David Perkins? Because it doesn't say his name. This sounds like David Perkins. He's a comedian in LA. He lives in Los Angeles.
And not to interrupt you, but no, I was able to generate money from these clients, I'd then become a little bit more bolder, and I was going out there more. So when Asigo came in, I was able to get some of the money to be able to purchase Asigo, because when I saw that you were on board and you were promoting it,
yeah, Samuel, the nice thing about Asigo, and a lot of you guys that have had Amplifier for the last year, is the impact that the amp, it's like a multimedia explosion of activity. It generates a ton of links, visibility. They will be slower than the pace you move at. So I can tell already you're hardcore. You will have a lot of success. And if you need any help, I'll call Chris and Jay and tell them to move it along a little bit for you. But they are they're very good. Very, very good. And you know what? Bill in Connecticut said that's way, way more than I could ask for. He said, thank you, Samuel Matos. Oh, wait a minute. Bill knows some Ghanaian, I think. Bill's holding out on us. Bill. So, and we also want to point out what Doug said. You've got 6 clients right now.
Yeah.
And you know what? There's no reason you can't have 26. You just continue down the same path. It's only been a couple weeks. Imagine 90 more days, you know, same effort level, and you'll be surprised. Is my hand right? Yeah. It goes like this, you know, but you'll get out of it what you put into it. And if you don't mind, I will share this video with David, and I'll share with Nick and Tom too, because I think they would love to see it and chat with you. And David, he's such a nice guy. Don't you guys, anybody listening, don't tell him I said this, because I like David a lot, but I don't want him to know that I said he was a nice guy. He's so nice though, and a very good person. So honestly, we're glad you came on with us today, and I just wanted to tell you thank you. And we're gonna, Nikki's gonna work it out. We're gonna figure out how to send you money so you go to dinner with your cousin and tell him you shared your story, and dinner is on you tonight. So thank you for everything, for being here with us. And you know what? Like Alan said, there's no stopping. And Doug said 6 figures. 6 figures is only $8,300 a month. It's not that far away from where you are. So I think you'll have 6-figure agency very, very quickly. So congrats, Samuel. Congratulations. Thank you for coming with us today.
Thank you too. Thank you very much. And thank you, Nikki.
Well, thank you. Well, listen, I will let you go, and then I'm going to move to wrap this up. And Nikki's going to reach out to you right now, and we hope maybe we can chat in the future, but maybe we can get a one-on-one with you next week and work through instant reply and kind of get you going.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you very much. All right, you guys, what do you think? Give me some feedback on Samuel. I got to tell you, I had hoped to have Samuel here today, and we were going to talk about how he got his client, got over his accent. I didn't know he had gotten 6 clients already. And I got to tell you, what a story. This might be the best story I've seen in months. And you know what's cool? He's on a webinar. Doug said it best. Time to pick my jaw off the floor. If that doesn't motivate you, nothing will. That is the most motivating story I've seen. It wasn't planned. I honestly wanted him to share how he got his client, talk through it with you. It was much bigger than I had thought. And I got to tell you, it really is, like Alan said, awesome. And Christy in Dallas, amazing. Guys, this is what it's all about, right? Look, Don just said it best. And Samuel, I don't know if you can still hear us, but Don just said he's kicking ass. So, boom. Don, way to just break it down, because that's exactly what he's doing. And you know what? Every single person can do the same thing. Let Samuel be a testament, right? You can do this. Everybody can do this. Think about it. No excuses. Kat Clore, she's spot on. There's not a reason. Reputation, it's not brand new. It's not cutting edge. He used email. It came out in the 70s, the 80s. It just blocked and tackle. He followed the basics, and he got conversations, and out of conversations, he got deals. And then he sent out an extra round of emails. That's it. There is no magic. No magic. And remember, he has an accent. People are like, wait a minute. Now I love it. Bill's gonna work on his accent. Bill, if you work that out, I want to hear your accent. And yeah, I love it, Doug. Oh, I love it. Guys, this is what all of us should be doing. So right now for me, some of you were on the call yesterday when I had the political strategist lady on the new candidate, Bill, who's actually in Connecticut. And I'm going to talk to her in a minute because she needs more time, but she's super nice. And I'm excited to work with her and her candidate. Guys, it's Friday. Depending on where you live, it's almost 3 o'clock. End the week right. End the week right. Alan said, hey, I want to use my thick French Canadian accent. Je ne sais pas, Alan. Je ne sais pas, right? What's the one I always when I took French in Quebec, Jonquière, Alan. There was this phrase at the end that all the kids up there would use, and it was like, God, what was it? At the end of every sentence, they would say, was it n'est-ce pas or something like that? It's been too many years, 30 years. But anyway, yeah, no fear for Samuel, no fear for anybody. Kat said no excuses and no fear. So, guys, we're going to wrap up because I don't want to do anything other than make this video nice and tight. And we're going to make sure we get we're going to shoot Samuel over dinner on us for he and his cousin. And I got to tell you guys, I knew it, Alan. That was right. I couldn't remember, but I thought that was it. I got to tell you guys, watch this again if you're feeling discouraged. Watch this again if you're ready. Watch this again if you're ready to stop making excuses. I mean it. Je suis Vanessa. Je parle français. I love it. Look at Vanessa. I am Vanessa. I speak French. Alan, how about this? Let's see. L.A. bet. L.A. Trey bet. That's what I say to Vanessa. So awesome. All right. As we're all practicing the basic words we know in every language, I tell you. No, what a great story, everybody. Well, we got a lot of cool stuff going on, right? Right? We got a lot of good stuff coming out. On the 25th at 2 o'clock, we're going to do a webinar. On the 25th at 2 o'clock, we're going to do a webinar. We're going to do a webinar where we release the new, I don't know what name we're going to go with. We've been calling it Done With You since March 15th or March 20th when we started really pushing that. We're going to release on the Hayes Method call for people that are in Hayes Method. Not this Monday, but the following Monday, we're going to break down the model and show you the monetization. And we're getting excited about that. What else? And Christy actually knows Russian. So there you go, right? Crazy. And Alan, Mr. French, Canadian, speaks Spanish. So Doug, he will not. Oh, yes. I love it, you guys. We're having some fun. But listen, we're going to announce on the 25th, we got a really cool webinar. We definitely need a cool name. So anybody here, if you come up with the name, we'll do something really nice for you. We got to come up with the right name for the brand to kind of take it forward. What else? I know the song, Kat. I know that song well. And so we would love your help there. And let's see, the Hayes, right? It's kind of like, I feel like it's beer 30, really. If it was David Perkins, we'd all be having Stella beers at his pool. But I had 2 Stellas at poker last night, Dave. Oh, somebody, Bill, were you in the Army, Air Force, Marines? Man, he knows all the dirty words in Farsi. My next door neighbor is in the Marines, and he's learning Farsi as part of his job right now. So pretty cool. Or my next door neighbor's son. He's 19 or 20, but he's learning Farsi. So, guys, we got a lot of cool stuff coming. We have a lot of cool stuff on the plate. But I really, really enjoyed hearing from Samuel. If that doesn't motivate, it's so refreshing, right? So refreshing. Doug said, when Doug said this, and I think this might have been David, I think, and Bill, I got to tell you, I couldn't agree more, right? Yes, flipping sites, Kat. We're flipping them right now. I got a guy going, guy's asking me, will I give him host if he buys the site, one of the sites, will I give him hosting? Will I help him with hosting? Funny enough, I will help him with hosting. Cost is like nothing. So, yeah, I can't. This is good. Don said he lit a fire under my lazy butt. Right? Think about it. He's right. All of us. All of us. So, for everybody, have a phenomenal rest of the day. We hope to see you guys next week. I hope this gave you some value, and hope you enjoyed meeting, right? Enjoyed meeting Samuel. And what's cool is he moved to America in May of 2019. May of 2019. So there you go. Have a phenomenal rest of the day, and we will, of course, talk to you guys soon. Take care, and bye-bye.